Welcome to Dinar and Dong Updates, your trusted destination for everything related to the Iraqi Dinar, IQD. Today, we're diving into one of the most significant updates we've seen in recent months, and it could have major implications for your financial plans. Reports are surfacing that the U.S. Federal Reserve has begun quietly acquiring large volumes of the 25,000 IQD note. If true, this could signal a monumental change on the horizon. So, what's really going on behind the scenes? Why would one of the most powerful financial institutions in the world be interested in Iraqi currency? And more importantly, what should you be doing right now if you own dinar? Let's unpack the news and explore what it could mean for your financial future. Major shift. Fed allegedly acquiring 25,000 dinar notes. Recent chatter in the financial community suggests that the U.S. Federal Reserve is collecting substantial amounts of the 25,000 Iraqi dinar notes through various financial intermediaries and banking networks. While this hasn't been officially confirmed by the Fed, insiders familiar with global currency policy believe this is more than just coincidence. This specific denomination, the 25,000 note, is the largest still in wide circulation in Iraq today. It's a holdover from a time when the country faced runaway inflation and instability. It served a purpose when large cash transactions were common. But in today's evolving financial environment, it represents a bygone era. If the Fed and other global players are actively removing this note from circulation, it's likely a step in preparation for something significant, such as a currency revaluation or redenomination. Why pulling high? Denomination notes. Matters. Central banks don't randomly collect large denomination currency. These moves are typically part of a strategic effort tied to broader monetary reform. Removing high-value notes helps control the money supply, prevent inflation, and prepare the financial system for change. In Iraq's case, reducing the number of 25,000 dinar notes may be a way to ease the transition into a more modern, digital, and balanced monetary framework. It aligns with standard international practices when governments adjust exchange rates or introduce new notes. This pattern has been observed in multiple countries over the past few decades. From Zimbabwe to Vietnam, nations that have undergone currency reform usually start by pulling large bills out of circulation. Then, they introduce smaller denominations supported by a new exchange rate to reflect a more stable and realistic valuation of the currency. The importance of the 25,000 note. Introduced in the early 2000s, the 25,000 dinar note was Iraq's solution to hyperinflation. During that period, prices were high and confidence in the currency was low. Having larger denominations made it easier to conduct day-to-day business. But things have changed. Iraq's economy is more stable than it was 20 years ago. The country is increasingly integrated into global markets and is now looking to shift toward a cleaner, more controlled monetary system. The significance of the Fed, or any foreign financial authority, gathering these notes lies in the broader implications. It suggests they are preparing for a future where this note becomes either obsolete or dramatically more valuable. A shift to lower denominations and digital banking. There have been multiple reports in recent years about Iraq planning to issue the lower denomination notes, such as 250, 500, and even 1 dinar bills, as part of a currency reform effort. These new notes make little sense unless paired with a revaluation of the dinar. Many analysts believe this signals that Iraq is preparing to shift its exchange rate upward, making smaller denominations viable for everyday use. These developments suggest that a stronger dinar is not only possible, but necessary for the next phase of Iraq's financial evolution. Iraq has also been moving rapidly toward digitizing its financial infrastructure. New banking centers are opening, and the government is incentivizing citizens to exchange old cash and open formal accounts. These steps help the country improve transparency, combat corruption, and build confidence in the banking system, all prerequisites for a successful currency revaluation. Why is the U.S. involved? Some may wonder, why would the U.S. Federal Reserve care about Iraqi currency? The answer lies in Iraq's strategic importance and its vast oil reserves. A stronger, internationally respected dinar would allow Iraq to engage in more profitable oil deals, strengthen trade relationships, and attract global investment. By collecting the 25,000 notes now, the Fed may be positioning itself ahead of what could become a major financial shift. If the dinar is revalued, these notes could appreciate significantly in value, and those who hold them would be sitting on a potentially valuable asset. It's no secret that large financial institutions and governments often move quietly before big announcements are made public. This could be one of those moments. Signals from inside Iraq. Within Iraq, we are seeing a push from both the government and the central bank to prepare the population for change. Citizens are being encouraged to exchange old currency for newer versions and to open formal bank accounts. New financial centers have been established across the country, offering bonuses for those who turn in older 3-0 notes, like the 25,000. These programs aren't just about convenience. They're about reducing physical cash, building digital infrastructure, and preparing the population for a new monetary framework. It's a transformation aimed at building confidence and increasing the value of the dinar in the long term. What does this mean for dinar holders? If you're holding on to 25,000 dinar notes, now is the time to pay close attention. While no official announcement of a new rate has been made, the clues we're seeing, from currency collection to financial restructuring, point to the likelihood of a major shift. Here's what you should consider doing. 1. Inventory. Your holdings. Organize your notes and make sure they are in good condition. 2. Follow reliable sources. Avoid rumors or hype. Stick to credible financial news and updates from the Central Bank of Iraq. 3. Plan ahead. Think about your goals in the event of a revaluation. Would you cash in right away? Wait to see if the value climbs higher? Know your strategy ahead of time. 4. Avoid panic moves. Reforms typically follow a roadmap, and Iraq's current actions suggest an organized plan, not a chaotic surprise. What history tells us. Every major currency reset in recent history has followed similar stages. Removal of large denomination notes, introduction of new denominations, public education, and infrastructure updates. Iraq seems to be walking this exact path. Of course, nothing is guaranteed, and speculation always carries risk. But for those who have followed the IQD for years, this may be the most credible sign yet that a transformation is underway. Global implications. It's not just Iraq that stands to benefit from a stronger dinar. A more stable and valuable IQD could impact oil pricing, regional trade, and international diplomacy. In a time when the global financial system is becoming increasingly multipolar, with the US, China, and others competing for influence, Iraq could become a critical player. Some reports even suggest that Iraq may begin settling some oil transactions in other currencies like the Chinese yuan. This aligns with global shifts toward diversified currency strategies and away from total dependence on the US dollar. Challenges still remain. It's important to recognize that Iraq still faces obstacles. Political instability, corruption, and regional tensions continue to be concerns. However, those challenges don't negate the very real progress that has been made over the past few years. The consistent actions from Iraq's leadership, cleaning up the banking system, controlling currency flow, and promoting digital finance, demonstrate a commitment to long-term reform. These are not signs of a failing system, but of one undergoing a calculated overhaul. The bottom line. If the reports are accurate and the Federal Reserve is collecting 25,000 dinar notes, it's a clear indicator that something big is in motion. And if major financial institutions are preparing for a potential revaluation, individual holders should be doing the same. This isn't about hype, it's about connecting the dots. A revaluation may not happen overnight, but the groundwork is clearly being laid. By staying informed, keeping your holdings in order, and preparing a strategy, you'll be ready to act when the time comes. Thank you for tuning into Dinar and Dong Insights. We're committed to providing you with factual, unbiased updates so you can make informed decisions. If you found this article helpful, please share it with others who are invested in the dinar journey. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions, and don't forget to subscribe for future updates. Until next time, stay alert, stay educated, and most importantly, stay ready.